Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel. Boy, oh boy, we on pins and needles, minute by minute, day by day, hour by hour. We are trying to figure it out as Indiana Fever brass. I mean, not as brass, as fans. As Indiana Fever fans, we're trying to figure it out. We don't know what's going on. We are praying that things get better. The Indiana Fever brass, head coach Stephanie White, team president Kelly Crosskoff, they don't seem to have much answers either, people. I hate to be the one to break the news to you. They said a few things in the after practice interviews today, and we are going to jump right into it. And let's break this down. Let's see what they had to say. Let's check it out. I'm worried. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I am worried. I don't know, man. I don't know.
For you, when you're thinking about a potential hardship player, are you valuing someone like knows the system, has been here, or is it maybe best player available at that position?
I think best player available at that position who can add value on both ends of the floor. You know, certainly we need to have someone who can add value on the defensive end. We got to have somebody who can help us navigate and get into offense, handle the ball. You know, since we're down to two healthy guards, you know, the goal would be to get everybody kind of back to their natural positions if we can. But at the same time, you know, we can't control everything, so we'll get the best player that we can get that will fit into how we play.
I mean, obviously, best player available. You guys seem lost without Caitlyn. I just got to keep it real. I just got to be honest. Like, they just seem like lifeless. Lifeless, clueless, just don't know what to do without 22. I get it. Obviously, we're going to try to get the best point guard available on a hardship deal. They won't even be here long. I mean, I don't know, man. What are we going to do?
Do you anticipate signing a hardship player before Tuesday's game?
I hope so. I hope so.
I mean, obviously, we have to try to sign somebody before the Tuesday game. We only got 2 guards as of right now. Like, obviously, they're going to try to get that done. Is that person going to be able to come in and really even affect the game, though? Like, they're not going to know plays. They're not going to know anything. They're not going to know anything. So how much of an impact are we really expecting a hardship player to have by Tuesday? We'll see.
What does simplify mean in terms of what this group is? That more?
This is a great question. What does simplify mean? Because last time she said simplify, but she also insinuated they need to be adding more. Like, I believe simplifying will help this team play faster. I'm interested to see what her answer is going to be.
What you're calling out there and more read and react, or what does that mean?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more calling and structure in our offense, a little less reading, so that we can kind of predetermine a little bit more. Maybe giving, you know, three or four actions or sets that they can run, as opposed to giving them, you know, 6 or 7 options. So we simplify it that way. Who's on the floor with whom, and then same thing defensively. You know, we like to get to where we can cover different players different ways, but we're going to have some players playing out of position, so we got to simplify it and just get really good at 1 or 2 things.
But I believe that even going forward, that's what we should be doing. That's what we should have done from the beginning. You threw the whole kitchen sink at them. We don't need 7 and 8 options and actions, and let's get to the CC, get the ball outlet to CC first. High ball screen with AB, and Caitlyn Clark should be the first action. Kelsey playing off the backside, off the weak side, should be the second action. You figure out what the hell you want to do with the third one, but that's the actions right there. We should have been mastering and doing that, since that is what we were already great at. We should have been doing that from the door rather than trying to add in all these 8, 9 things and nobody really got a clue of what's going on. I think that it should be simplified, not only while people are hurt, but going forward when Caitlyn Clark is back, when everybody's healthy.
Yeah, DeWanna talked about kind of just not being in a rhythm after Friday's game. What do you do with all of these injuries and potentially bringing someone in to try to get into some semblance of a rhythm?
I think the simplifying hopefully helps that. You giving them just a couple of things that we can focus on. And we continue to really rep over the last 2 days on both ends of the floor. Knowing that some players are going to be playing out of position and freeing them up to stay aggressive and just play. That's the fun, challenging part of the coaching situation is, still putting them in positions to be successful while it might be a little bit outside.
Well, yeah, y'all better figure it out. It's your job to get that figured out, Stephanie White. That is your responsibility. Solely your responsibility. Like, you and your staff have to sit down, put your heads together, and figure out how to get this group to operate at premium level. And you have to get away from what it is you want to do, and you have to do what works best for the players and what works best with your best player. So this system needs to be catered around Caitlyn Clark, and hopefully we can find some help in the meantime until she's back. Let's hear what Kelly Krauskopf, team president, had to say.
We're down in numbers, but we're looking at adding another player for a replacement player to help us with our numbers and try to get people healthy and try to get a full roster back together. I mean, games are still coming, so it's going to be an adjustment, but we have a good group. We have good depth. Thankfully.
No, we don't. We don't have. See, y'all are delusional. I got to be honest. Stephanie White, Kelly Krauskopf, you guys are delusional with this. We have good depth. Everybody's hurt, and even when people wasn't hurt, we had Sydney Colson as the backup point guard. That's not good depth. We don't even have a legit backup center for AB. That's not good depth. We don't, all these ancillary parts and depth you think we have, everybody else sees we clearly don't have it. These pieces y'all brought in are not as good as y'all keep acting like they are. These pieces y'all brought in are not as nice as y'all thought. So can we knock it off with this? Oh, our depth. Stop it.
So that should help us.
Yeah. Are you hoping to have that player before Tuesday's game?
We're hoping. Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever been through any circumstance this early into the season and such, where you're battling 3-4 down? Like, how unique is it?
Remember, I don't, probably, but I mean, because the WNBA, the roster sizes are so much smaller. So when you get down to the 11-player roster and you lose 3 players like that, now you've got to add a quick player to your roster. So. It's something that you just deal with being in this league, with the roster sizes being a little bit smaller, and that's why you try to build for depth.
Is this maybe another perfect example?
Yeah, well, we clearly didn't do a great job of that. And I said it before, I say it again, I stand on it. This roster is not as deep and talented as you higher ups seem to think. It's very clear. This roster is a bit old. This roster is slow. We are the second slowest team in the league after being the fastest, most up-tempo team in the league. These players y'all brought is not as great as y'all think at this stage in their careers. Okay? We got to figure something out. We need something. We need anything to help us get across the line to where CC returns. We have to find a way. I'm being honest with you. I don't know who you're going to add. If you go the hardship route and you add a Celeste Taylor, do I think Celeste Taylor is going to make us beat Washington Mystics on Tuesday? No. If you go and add a Serena Sundell, is she going to be the reason we beat the Chicago Sky this week? No. And we all know without Caitlyn Clark, this team ain't beating the New York Liberty. So, I mean, I don't know what we're really going to do here. I'm looking forward to seeing what option they decide. But I don't believe it's going to be a significant enough move to really swing the needle, move the pendulum on if we're going to win or lose, to be honest with you. But it would be nice to have another guard just to kind of handle the ball and maybe get the ball past half court. So Kelly Krauskopf, Stephanie White, y'all seem dizzy. Y'all seemed a bit confused without Caitlyn Clark, and we all can see it. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Put down in the comments what you thought about the comments from Stephanie White and Kelly Cross.